Negro, have you even left your block? Why you do this, isn't it? I don't know, that was the only thing that I knew. Did you have something better? Was there another way? Oh, okay, well tell me about it. Let me try it out, maybe, if I want to. So yeah, stop being all high and mighty just because what your norm is doesn't match what someone else's is. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Welcome back to another video with me. I am Femi. I guess I'm doing a little batching because I want to make sure that I get a couple short form or shorter videos out where we can chat with one another, see what I'm like, see how you're like, see how we relate, if I'm funny or not. I know I'm funny, but I'm also corny, all the things. And nonetheless, this is not a serious, this is a serious video. Not at all, actually. I was just thinking the other day about how what we view as normal is not what someone else views as normal. Por ejemplo, in Espanol, in Spanish, that is, for example. So, for example, eating a piece of white bread or a piece of bread with your fried fish. Just something that's very normal. To me, it's not. Okay, I'll come back to that. Okay, here's another one. Skin tight workout wear. To some, that feels great. Sometimes it does the body good. Sometimes it's like, yes, I feel better. I feel fine. I feel sexy. I'm that girl. To some, absolutely not. Why would I do that? That's not normal. Okay, wearing only skirts. For some people, it's a religious reason. For some people, it's a comfort reason. For some people, it's an insecurity. I gotta cover my legs, but I don't like wearing pants because pants are too tight, or pants don't fit me in the right places because I have an irregularly shaped body. I don't have a normal body, so I can't do that. That's normal for some. Being nude in your own home. For some, that's plenty normal. For some, it's like, why would I do that? Why would I be nude in my own home? Just like walking around nude or in my bed nude or doing yoga nude in my home. How about home ownership? How about moving out of your city? How about moving out of your people's home? That's not normal for some. For some, it's normal. Not drinking at all, never having a drink, never smoking, never partaking in any drugs. That's normal for a lot of people, but to hear that, to someone that's their norm? Wow. So you think you better. You think you all that. You think you normal. You're weird. Drinking soda. Drinking more than 2 sodas a day. That is normal for some people. That is their norm. That is their everyday. Every week they have 5 to 6 different McDonald's, Popeyes, Frenchies, or whatever cups in their car that are empty or maybe partially full, maybe about this much full with ice water that got melted down and one sip that they didn't get to of that soda. Working a corporate job, working a serving job, going out by yourself, doing things solo. These are all examples of things that are normal to some and weird to others. Normal to some, but impossible for others. Normal to some, but girl, you crazy to others, And that can be applied to any area of your life. That can be in relationships too. What is normal to some of like, I always cater to my girl. That's normal for some men. I always do this for my spouse. That is weird to others, okay? Opening up doors. The list goes on and on, honey, of things that are normal to you, but weird or not a practice or unheard of to others, okay? I just wanted us to think about that really though, and to come back to the first one I mentioned, eating bread with fried fish. For one, that's so much, what's happening here? It's a little tea that's not hot. It's black tea with peach, and then also a mixed fenugreek, I think, tea in there. Anyways, and please know that's not like that tasty or anything. It's just what I mix together, and I've had it before. But anywho, I was born into, like, raised and born into vegan vegetarianism. So there were a lot of things that we didn't eat. There were a lot of, like, cultural practices that we didn't partake in, me specifically. And I was raised by parents who were brought up in that lifestyle of, eating meat and eating bread with fish, fish sandwiches or whatever. But before I was born, my mother converted, and I also was the only one she was vegan, vegetarian with in the womb. I think she was vegetarian. So a lot of things, some people don't eat vegetables at all. They don't drink water at all. But we have vegetables with everything. Now, let me say this. We weren't perfect vegan vegetarians, and I don't think anyone is, but, those who are, they're just so high and mighty typically, or they're quiet because, like, that's just their norm. They don't have to scream to the world about it and try to convince others about it either. It's just simply their norm. So, and whether they chose that new lifestyle and that's their new norm. Remember the COVID times when we came up with the term, the new norm? Like, that's their new norm. They didn't necessarily start out that way. They weren't raised into it, but they converted and changed that because that was what works for them and that's what they desired, and they made that change for a reason. Make your changes, make your choices. Follow your path, change your path when you need to change your path. So yeah, so my upbringing was very pivotal to who I am today in so many ways, because not only were we vegan vegetarian, but we were also brought up holistically. So going to the doctor's office and taking cold medicine or taking Tylenol or doing XYZ that some do on a regular basis and find normal and find to be like that first thing that they do, like, oh, you cold, okay, you have a cold, rather, you have a feet, you have this ailment, okay, pop a Tylenol, take this NyQuil, do this thing, and then whatever. But ours was a more holistic approach. Okay, drink this tea, rub this ointment, this herbal ointment, put this garlic in your sock, things like that. So I just gave all these examples because the list goes on, and I want us to remember that when we are conversing with people and communing with people that are different than us in different ways. I don't know why, that was my first time doing, that was kind of, I don't know what that would apply to. Because I do quote to air quotations way too much, but nonetheless, you just never know what is normal to someone and what isn't, what is cultural to someone and what isn't, what is a religious belief for some and what isn't. And that doesn't mean that you don't be yourself, but if you're going to be inquisitive or curious, then do it in a respectful way. There's no reason to be like, oh, why you wear that hijab on your head? Even though you wouldn't say hijab, because if you knew what it was, then you wouldn't be asking that way. Why you wearing that silk wrap on your head? It's my culture. It's my personal beliefs. It's my whatever. Why do you do this, and that? Because I like it. Why you do this, and that? I don't know. That was the only thing that I knew. Did you have something better? Was there another way? Oh, okay. Well, tell me about it. Let me try it out. Maybe, if I want to. So, yeah, stop being all high and mighty just because what your norm is doesn't match what someone else's is. All right, this was another video with Fi. I hope this was a little insightful for you, because people be acting a little strange. And in case you needed one more example, and I think I made a TikTok video about this when I was living in Florida. I had a couple co-workers, and one of them was making fun of this white guy. I think he might have been a veteran, maybe not, but nonetheless. I thought I saw a bug. Like a big one. I thought I did. I didn't. I think he like really loved like all things kind of like Japanese art and like anime or something. I don't know, and just like the actual Japan a country child. I don't know. Don't come for me. I'll put it on the screen. I reminded to put the whatever that Japan may be, put that on the screen. I want the map of it so that we understand if it's a country, city, state, town, rural area, what's the population size, maybe things like that. Okay, Japan is there. I would love to visit. Yeah, there was another coworker who was from Haiti, and mind you, he didn't even speak that much English, and I think he was questioning him or like laughing at him because he had like traveled out of the country to go there and was like, always kind of talking about it, I guess, whenever they were talking. And so I heard about that, and I was like, because he was just one of those persons, kind of maybe a weird guy, or had this certain look where, I don't know. Anyways, people be being weird to weird people, to weird, quote unquote, societally looking weird people for no reason. It's just like, mind your business. Or just be kind, like, and don't judge that person based off what you deem them to potentially be. But yeah, that Haitian guy was laughing and so tickled for whatever reason that this guy had left the country and really likes that place and, finds it to be cool and interesting. And it's like, Negro, have you even left your block? Are you American born or are you Haitian born? So whether you came from Haiti and moved here, that was the only hip,
I said the hip, hop, the hip, to the hip, hop.
skip, hop. Okay. That was the only skip hop that you ever taken. And once you got here, you ain't moved since. Okay, so whether it's that or you're American born and you only been here, you only live in one place, you don't even know about the grass on the next block, boo. Do you even have a vehicle to see further than your block and the grocery store and the gas station? Do you know what city's neighbor Orlando? Anywho, this is enough of my example because, yeah, that's that on that. But again, thank you for, sticking here with Fee. Thank you for chilling here with Fee. Thank you for chatting with me. Chatting with Fee. Fee me. Okay, that's it. Have a great day. Happy belated 420 if you partake. If not, whatever. It just happens to be 421 and yesterday was 420, so happy 421 then if you partake in that. We're gonna start again, cause start again. Go ahead and start again real quick. Go ahead and start again. It's a vlogging, it should feel like just second nature to me. Like it's always a good time to pick up the camera, and yet I haven't, but I got a new attitude. So yes, and excuse me, I'm rude. My name is Ayan Fimi. Sorry, that was a whole moment. As we press forward, again, my name is Ayan Fimi. Welcome to my channel. We talk about just life, girl. I can't even get the words out. We be being goofy. I am goofy. Let me see. What am my channel about? Okay. So, yeah, I kind of right now it's kind of just up. I just want to like sit this on there. Yeah, go ahead and just put it around. This is a good angle for here. I love this painting so much. The Bantu knot one.